guys, I just wanted to make this video to talk about the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pros. I said I was going to talk about this when RTings finally released a review and measurements for these IEMs. And as always, we're not going to look at their ratings, we're just going to look at their measurements. And when these were first released, people released some measurements, frequency response measurements. They even released a sound demo comparisons of the Samsung Buds 2 Pro versus the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pros, the predecessors. And I told you guys to go out and buy these because they actually ruined them with the Samsung Buds 2 Pro. The Samsung Buds 2 Pros they discontinued the Buds Pros. So I told you guys to go out and buy as many pairs as you possibly can of the Samsung Buds Pros. Because, I said the Buds 2 Pros are worse. And we're just gonna scroll down and look at the frequency response measurement for the Buds 2 Pros. Okay, so the Buds 2 Pros, we can see they have these treble dips. They have holes in the treble, okay? But the bass looks really good on their headphone target, their IEM target. Okay, now if we look at the Buds Pros, frequency response, these actually have a much brighter, higher quality treble. The only thing bad about these is you could argue that peak right there, but don't worry about it, okay? You get much more intact treble and high mids, much more transparent. We can see it has some warmth. You guys may not understand what you're looking at, but this warmth is not actually that big of a deal because when you listen to audio at lower volumes, it gets warmer and it gets bloomier. It's supposed to. Okay. Anyways, this is mainly about the treble and the high mids. Okay. If we go back to the Buds 2 Pros, we can see it's much darker and much more deteriorated in the treble. And it's got this weird dip. So we have a lot of shout right here. A lot of treble deterioration. But some people glamorized these because they have flat, low mids and bass. They are so obsessed with getting this perfect that they overlooked just how bad the treble is, how shouty it is right here, how scooped it is here. So over here we get much more intact treble clarity, much more transparent mids. The only thing bad about these is the warmth, and I'll be honest with you, I can't even hear any 8 kHz peak. You can find other measurements of these IEMs where that 8K peak isn't even there. So if we look at the treble accuracy, 8.2 on the Buds Pros. Now let's look at the treble accuracy of the Buds 2 Pros. We can see it's got these dips. Okay, so it's really funky right here. Okay, it's dark, it's got holes. While on the Buds Pros, it doesn't have any holes. So basically the Buds Pros originals have much more intact treble, much clearer, which is very, very important to me. While the new Buds 2s have holes in it, dark spots. And let's look at the mids accuracy. So the mid accuracy on the Buds Pros is better accuracy is worse. Okay. Okay. So that's really bad. Look at this, the peaks and the dips. See, people complain about the shout right there. The dark spots in the treble. So wait, this is really screwed up. Okay, on the peaks and the dips. And then over here, it's much better. Okay, so there's not a bunch of holes. Okay. So, yeah, the gist of this is, this has much more deteriorated treble. It's got a lot of shout right here because it's all pulled down here. Okay. Well, we can see it's much more intact all the way across on the Buds Pros. The Samsung Buds Pros have great treble accuracy. Let's see what they say on the Buds 2 Pros. The Buds 2 Pros have great treble accuracy. They have flat treble. This is the reason why you don't even bother. However, they dip in the mid-treble dulls sibilants like hi-hats. See the dip in the mid-treble dulls? You don't want a dull sound. Okay. Okay, however, the overemphasis in the mid-treble makes sibilant like S and T sounds piercing. So again, do you want dull or do you want bright and clear? Look at that. Look at that, you can trace it with your fingers. Okay, you can trace it with your fingers. Okay. Then over here you gotta dip down, go up, dip down. That's terrible. Okay, that's terrible. That's terrible. Okay. So see, the only complaint people have is this little bit of mud right here. Just a little bit of mud on the buds. Okay. But there's nothing really that big of a deal about that. It just makes the sound warm and give it more body to sound. That's actually a tuning choice that it's not a big deal at all. The high mids and the treble are so important. And when you listen to audio at lower volume, it actually gets warmer and bassier. So like I said, that's not actually an issue. It's not actually, as long as there's more bass than low mids, then you're good. Okay. And if we look at the raw graph, we can see there's more bass than low mids. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. And again, you can look at other measurements and stuff too, where this actually looks smoother here. Okay. But at the end of the day, the whole point of this video is, the Buds 2 Pros, their treble is very deteriorated. It's got holes in the treble. It's got a lot of energy in the high mids right here, which is very shouty. So it's very shouty and deteriorated. But at least they have flat bass right on their target. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's better to have much more transparent treble, a nice warm boomy bass, and very transparent high mids and clear treble. So that's the reason why I recommend that you guys go out and get some multiple pairs of Buds Pros before it's too late. They have much better treble clarity and transparency in the highs, in the high mids. They're basically perfect. Okay, so don't listen to the people that say, "Oh, it's too warm." Don't worry about